Yeah, thank you again. Very, very sorry that I was late. We've been doing several interviews today and lots of the roads are closed in London, and so I had to sprint the last 2 miles of the journey. So I'm out of breath.
Okay, well, we'll try. You just take as much time as you want. But even listening to that answer, Gareth, it's obvious that your stammer has gone. It's not there at all. Did you just wake up one morning and decide, I am going to sort this out?
Yeah, I'm part of a speech therapy program called the Maguire program, and it helps out of control stammerers to gain control of the stammer. We accept that we have a stammer and accept that this is something that we just need to live with, and I'd rather be in control of the stammer rather than it be in control of me, which is so often the case. The Maguire program is a fantastic program. It helps people with the physical side of stammering as well as the psychological elements that come with having a stammer.
And what do you have to do on it?
Well, the Maguire method is based upon a breathing technique, a new way of breathing using a different part of the diaphragm that you usually use. And so, yeah, in terms of exercises, it's new breathing exercises on the morning for 15-20 minutes just to set the day off nicely. Even though recently I've been a little bit complacent, which isn't good, a little bit lazy. I'd rather spend the 20 minutes in bed, which isn't good. However, the moment you become complacent, that's when you start to encounter problems and, a few little slips here and there. And so I've had to be very, very careful with that.
Right. And is this dealing with the psychology of stammerers as well, and getting into your head and what made you a stammerer?
Yeah, I mean, about 90% of a stammer is psychological, and it's the build-up of negative associations and negative experiences which you've experienced through your life. Maybe it started as a child when I was in the classroom and I said something wrong, and a fellow classmate maybe pulled me up on it and said, wait a minute, you've just said that word wrong, and so then the next time I go and say that word, I think, well, the last time I said it wrong, so I'm not going to say it wrong this time, and then that snowballs into every word and every speaking situation.
I think we've still got Lloyd on the line. Lloyd, are you listening to this?
Yes, I am. Okay.
Gareth, anything you can say to him?
Well, firstly, hi Lloyd.
Hi.
How are you? How are you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Well,
how about you?
I'm very well, thank you, and it's good to speak to you. Advice from me, I mean, for any stammers that are listening out there, I do highly recommend the Maguire program. You can go onto the website, which is www.maguireprogram.com, and you'll find out all the information and the relevant contact details.
Gareth, I was going to say that just before you arrived, when you were running up the street, Lloyd was playing the piano and singing, right?
Oh,
and he
really?
was doing that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and fantastically, and exactly like you did, Gareth, without any problem at all. So it's very similar to you in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people ask me why I can sing and not speak, and I don't think there's any definite answer for that. There's various different things that I say. Often when I sing, I adopt a different persona. I'm not Gareth Gates. I'm Gareth Gates, the singer. And there's lots of actors out there that are amazing actors, and when it comes to reading lines, they're fine. As soon as you try to have a personal chat with them, that's when they start to stammer. And again, they're playing a role. They're not the person that they are, but the character that they're playing. And I think that's one of the biggest things. Also, I'm using a breathing technique called coastal breathing, which opera singers use and athletes. So it's a whole sort of range of things, I'd say.
Lloyd is only 15. Did you think you would grow out of it? Well, sorry, Lloyd, you answer that. You've been told that it's going to get better for you?
Well, I expected it would, and I when I was quite quite young.
Yeah.
You know, it's how just it's about hoping with it and what letting it at for me really.
Sure.
And the performance of the song, Lloyd, you're so confident in that. And Gareth, there could be plenty of self-confidence in the person, and yet they still have the stammer.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, not many people do grow out of having a stammer. My dad had a stammer, and when he was about 18, it started to get better and better, and by the time he was 21, it just went. And so he's one of the fortunate ones. I think the sooner, and one of the things we teach on the Maguire program is the sooner you accept yourself as a stammerer, and you then change your mindset in that, well, I'd rather be in control of the stammer rather than it be in control of me. You know, as soon as you accept that you have that problem and you take ownership and responsibility for your own problem, I think that's when you start to see results.
Thanks for coming in, Gareth Gates. New single, Angel on Your Shoulder, and I want to play that clip again from Pop Idol, but I won't be able to find it now. You're amazing. It was so moving, that one. Thanks, Gareth. Thanks to Lloyd McNaughton from Cardiff as well.